The call from the void, the shadow beneath the neon. Osaka in October 1982 was a city of contrasts. Dotonbori pulsed with neon signs, their colors bleeding into the night, while the chatter of tourists mingled with the sizzle of takoyaki stalls. Yet, a few steps into the narrow alleys revealed a quieter, darker Osaka streets, where moonlight barely reached, casting long shadows over cracked walls. Tucked into one such corner stood the Kogiyama Hotel, a relic of the Tisho era with its grey stone facade and fogged glass windows. Once a haven for wealthy merchants, it now bore a sinister reputation. Locals called it Yurei no Yado, the Inn of Ghosts. Whispers spoke of vanished guests, flickering lights with no source, and an ancient elevator that seemed to move of its own accord. Aki Yamamoto, a 27-year-old reporter for the Osaka Shimbun, arrived at the Kageyama on a chilly evening. She was chasing a story that could define her career. An anonymous letter sent to her newsroom detailed a series of unexplained disappearances at the hotel, spanning decades. Driven by ambition, Aki dismissed the local superstitions. She wanted facts, no matter how grim. The lobby greeted her with a cold draft, the air heavy with the scent of old wood and faint incense. The receptionist, an elderly woman with sharp, unblinking eyes, handed her a brass key for room 607. "6th floor," she said, her voice low and deliberate. "Elevators to the left. Don't linger inside." The elevator was a Taishiura antique, its steel doors etched with faded chrysanthemum patterns. Inside, cracked mirrors lined the walls, distorting Aki's reflection into fractured versions of herself. The control panel was a grid of worn buttons, some numbers illegible, reduced to blank circles. She pressed 6, and the cabin shuddered, groaning as it ascended. The lights flickered, and for a fleeting moment, Aki glimpsed a shadow in the mirror, a vague silhouette that wasn't hers. She blinked, and it was gone. The doors opened to the 6th-floor hallway, dark and silent, and she stepped out, her heart beating just a little faster. Whispers of the ritual. Room 607 was small, its dark wooden walls absorbing the dim light from a single bulb. The window overlooked a narrow alley where moonlight tangled with telephone wires. Aki unpacked her tools, a notebook, a tape recorder, and a Polaroid camera, and began jotting down her first impressions. The hotel felt alive, its creaks and groans like the breath of something ancient. That first night was quiet, save for the occasional hum of the elevator, which seemed to run at odd hours. She noted in her journal, "Elevator moved at 2:47 a.m. No one in the lobby. Mechanical fault."